Hi first grade, today is May 22nd, 2020. Happy Friday. You have been doing an amazing job this week. Keep it up for today. We're doing 3 subjects: reading, math, social studies. You need your word workbook, you need your spelling paper, you need your workbook 1B, and you need your last half sheet of paper called My Family Celebrates. You're going to glue that into your green science and social studies notebook. Okay, and just a reminder that on Monday it's Memorial Day, so we will not have a video. Okay, so I will see you guys on Wednesday. All right, so go ahead, get ready for your spelling test, get ready for a great day of learning. Awesome job. Okay, we're starting our spelling test. Make sure your spelling paper is numbered 1 through 10 and you have your name and date. And I'm going to hit the button and it's going to read the word, read a sentence, and then repeat the word. And if I click the second one too fast, just pause the video and unpause when you're ready for the next one. Number 1.
Law. It is against the law to drive through a red light. Law.
Law. Okay, number 2.
Saw. I saw a rainbow outside. Saw.
Saw. Number 3.
Dawn. The sun came up at dawn. Dawn.
Dawn. Number 4.
Lawn. My sister is mowing the lawn. Lawn.
Lawn. Number 5.
Crawl. The baby is learning to crawl. Crawl.
Crawl. Okay, those 5 were our aw words. Now we're moving on to our memory words. Number 6.
Come. Come to the party. Come.
Come. Number 7.
Coming. Are you coming to the movies with us? Coming.
Coming. Number 8.
They like to play soccer. They.
They. Number 9.
Our. This is our classroom. Our.
Our. Our. Okay, and finally number 10.
Put. Put your toys away when you are finished playing. Put.
Put. Okay, I'm going to reread them. Number 1, law. Number 2, saw. Number 3, dawn. Number 4, lawn. Number 5, crawl. Number 6, come. Number 7, coming. Number 8, they. Number 9, our. And number 10, put. When you're all done, take a picture and submit it to Dojo. Okay, we are finishing up Unit 12 by reading the last story, Tex McGraw's Visit. What do you think this story is going to be about? Somebody named Tex McGraw is coming to visit the Super Kids. Let's go ahead and read the words at the bottom. In this story, we are going to see words that have all and aw. So let's read the first group of words that have all. Taller, small, all, calling, called. Okay, and the group of words that have, McGraw, lawn, awful, awning, saw, pause. An awning is a cover that goes over a door or a window, and it slants down kind of like a roof, and they are there to keep out the sun and the rain. Sometimes they're right outside of businesses, above the tables, so people can eat out there or sit out there. Okay? Remember that Tex McGraw is the star of a TV show the Super Kids watch. And what exciting event do you think is going to happen when Tex McGraw visits? The Super Kids will meet him. Maybe he will bring some of his neat things. So we're going to go ahead and start reading, okay? You can go ahead and read with me. Tex McGraw's visit. Look at this, said Hot Rod. Tex McGraw is coming. Tex McGraw, said Cass. I never miss his TV show. I like it too, said Tick. He travels all over and you see interesting animals. Why is he coming here? Asked Cass. He's picking the winner of the Grand Land Contest, said Hot Rod. To win, your land has to look grand. No litter. So who's Tex McGraw? The star of the TV show that the Super Kids like to watch. And what is his show all about? He shows interesting animals. And why is he coming to the town the Super Kids live in? He's going to pick the winner of the Grand Land Contest. And what do people need to do to win that contest? They need to have a grand land, nice and clean with no litter. Remember that litter is trash? We talked a lot about this when we learned about laws. Look at the book the Super Kids are looking at. It says, be a litter quitter, not a litter critter, with the Grand Land Contest. What if Tex McGraw comes by our bus? Asked Tick. We have junk all over the lawn. It looks awful. What will he think of us? He'll think we are lazy litter critters, said Oswald. Let's tidy up the bus before Tex McGraw comes, said Hot Rod. Perhaps we can win the Grand Land Contest. Why does Oswald say Tex McGraw will think the Super Kids are lazy litter critters? Because of all the junk all over the lawn. Tick, Tack, Tock, and Fritz helped Oswald pick up trash. Alf and Doc scrubbed the bus. Etta Betta hung a planter, and Icky put plants in it. Sal and Hot Rod put up an awning with stripes. Lily and Cass got a bench. They put it under the awning. Our bus looks like new, said Oswald. What will we get if we win the contest? The winners get to be on TV with Tex McGraw, said Hot Rod. Just then, Lily saw a big van. Look, she yelled. Tex McGraw is coming. So let's take a look at the picture. See all the ways the Super Kids are helping tidy up their lawn and bus, and we see that van coming in the distance. So what are the things the Super Kids are doing to help? Let's look at the picture. We see Tic Tac and Tock and Oswald putting trash in the trash can where it belongs. We see Alf and Doc scrubbing the bus. We see Etta Betta hanging that planter, which is a place for plants that Icky is putting in. And Sal and Hot Rod are putting up that striped awning. And Cass and Lily are carrying the bench that's going to go under it. What does Lily spot just as the kids finish cleaning up? The TV van. How do you know it's the van for Tex McGraw's show? It has his name on the side of it. Very good. And what is the prize that the Super Kids will get if they win the Grand Land contest? They get to be on his TV show. The van stopped. A small man with a big hat got out. "Is that Tex McGraw?" asked Oswald. "He has freckles just like me," said Cass. "He looks taller on TV," whispered Tick. Describe what Tex McGraw looks like. Remember that you can use the picture, but also the words. By looking at the picture, we can see that he has a hat on, he has blonde hair, he's wearing long pants and cowboy boots. From the words, we can see that he has freckles and that he's a small man. Tex asked the kids, "Did you all fix up this spot?" Alf said, "Yes, we all did." "Well, my golly, it looks grand," said Tex. Golly jumped up to kiss Tex. "No, golly," Cass said. "He wasn't calling you." Sometimes people say "my golly" or "oh my golly," and it's kind of the same thing as saying "oh my goodness" or "wow." Why does Tex McGraw say "my golly"? Because he thinks the land looks grand. Why does Golly jump up and kiss Tex? Yes, Golly thinks Tex is calling him. "All my fans would like to see this grand spot," said Tex. "You must be on TV with me. Yes, my golly, you win the Grand Land contest." The Super Kids clapped and yelled. Golly wagged his tail. Tex chuckled and called out, "Let's set up the show." When the show began, Tex said grand things about the work the Super Kids did. Then he gave Alf a silver cup as a prize. What happens on this page that is very important to the Super Kids? Tex says they won the contest. They get to be on TV. Tex shares nice things about them. They get a large trophy to remember this by. Why did the Super Kids win the contest again? Because they did such a good job cleaning up the land. The text explained that the Super Kids are on the TV show. What details of the picture help you see that they are on TV? There's video cameras, there's microphones, there's special lights shining and some other equipment. What is Tex McGraw doing that's different than everybody else? He is standing on a box. Why do you think he does that? Remember that they said he was a small man, so he probably does it to look taller on TV. The Super Kids are the winners of the Grand Land contest, Tex said. You kids did a grand job cleaning up your spot. My golly, yes. At that, Golly jumped up. He put his paws on Tex and kissed him on the chin. Well, my golly, said Tex. Isn't this grand? My golly. Yip, yip, yapped Golly. How do you think the Super Kids are feeling at the end of our story? Happy. How else? Excited. Proud. Why are they feeling this way? They did such a good job cleaning up that they won the contest. They got to be on the TV show and they got that prize. Alf looks very happy in the picture along with all the other Super Kids too. Does Tex mind when Golly jumps up and kisses him? I don't think so. How come you don't think he minds? He's smiling. He's saying, my golly, isn't this grand? The end. Okay, you guys, next up, you're going to do 2 word workbook pages on your own, and then you're going to submit them to Dojo. The first is page 64. Go ahead and put your name and date at the top, And what you're going to be doing is you are going to be counting the syllables in each word, writing how many syllables each word has in the box, and then drawing a line matching the word to the picture. So remember to clap out your syllables. So, for example, if we were to say floating, you would have 2 claps. You would write a 2 in the box, and you would draw a line down here to the girl floating in the water. Okay, remember that you can count the vowels to help you figure out the syllables, and however many vowels you hear, that's how many syllables there are. When you're all done, you're going to come over to page 65, and this uses our memory words and fills in the blank about things that happened in Tex McGraw's visit. Let's read the memory words together. Come, coming, they, our, put. Which word makes the most sense? Tex McGraw and his helpers are... Which word? I'll let you figure that out. Remember, if there's a blank at the beginning of a sentence, you need to make sure you start with an uppercase letter. Okay, so go ahead and do page 64 and 65. Take a picture of them when you're finished and submit it to your Dojo portfolio. Today in math, we are going to continue talking about weight, but we are going to use a new word describing the tool we are using to weigh things with. And that word is unit. When you get to 2nd grade, you are going to measure things and you are going to use words like inches and centimeters. And for now, we are just going to be measuring things in units. And the neat thing about units is anything could be a unit. A cube, a marble, a coin. Today on this page, 1 cube stands for 1 unit. So all that means is when we count how many cubes the tape weighs, instead of saying 7 cubes, we're just going to say 7 units. That's the only difference, okay? So we see 3 here, 4 in the bottom, that's 7. The balance is equal. So what is the weight of the tape? 7 units. What is the weight of the ruler? 2 units. What is the weight of the board eraser? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units. Which is the heaviest? Which requires the most units to make the balance level? The board eraser. I'm just going to write the BE in that green box. Board eraser. Which is the lightest? Which requires the least amount of units to make the balance even? The ruler. I can fit that. Now we're going to arrange the things in order from heaviest to the lightest. What's the heaviest? The board eraser. It takes 8 units to make that balance level. What's the next heaviest? The tape. 7 is 1 less than 8. Finally, the lightest is the ruler, just 2. We're going to do one more page before you go on to your workbook. Okay, on this page it says Leslie has 1 watermelon slice, 1 apple, and a bunch of grapes. 1 marble stands for 1 unit. So instead of using cubes to measure, we are going to use these marbles. Okay. The weight of the watermelon slice is blank units. So let's count the marbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The watermelon slice is 10 units. The weight of the apple is blank units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The weight of the apple is 8 units. The weight of the bunch of grapes is blank units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which fruit is the heaviest? The watermelon. Which fruit is the lightest? The grapes. How do you know? Because the least amount of marbles is on the other side to make the balance even. The blank is heavier than the blank. What's one fruit that's heavier than another? We could say the apple is heavier than the grapes. The blank is lighter than the blank. We just have to switch it. The grapes, or the grape, is lighter than the apples. Okay? Now you're going to get out your workbook 1B and you are going to turn to page 13. You are going to be doing pages 13, 14, and 15 on your own. And this time we are weighing items, but 1 star stands for 1 unit. This page is going to be just like what we did in our book. Okay, you're going to be writing how many units each thing weighs, telling which things are lighter than things or heavier than things, and telling which is the heaviest and the lightest. Then pages 14 and 15 go together, okay? So we have box A, B, C, and D, and we are weighing them by buttons, and 1 button stands for 1 unit. So you're going to tell the weight of each box and tell which box is the heaviest. Then over here, you're going to tell which box is the lightest and which is heavier than box D and lighter than box A. And then you're going to arrange the boxes from heaviest to lightest. And you can use the information that you wrote down, or you can look at the boxes on the scales. When you're done with these 3 pages, submit them to Dojo, and then come on back for social studies. You guys are doing an awesome job today. Okay, first grade, for social studies, we are going to continue talking about our families and different celebrations and different ways that we celebrate holidays and different things that are unique to our families. And what you're going to do on this piece of paper is you are going to circle 3 or more words that you can use in your sentences to describe how your family celebrates a holiday. It can be any holiday throughout the year. It can be a birthday. It can be Thanksgiving. It can be any holiday, okay? And you might need your family's help to help you remember certain things that your family likes to do each year, okay? So I used these 3 words, and I'm going to read you my sentences, all right? When I was a kid, my family would drive to North Carolina for Christmas. We stayed at my grandparents' house. My aunts prepared delicious Greek food for our Christmas meal. There's food. My favorite is Greek stuffing. Because my family did this every year for Christmas for many, many years, we can call doing something the same way over and over again a tradition. My family's tradition on Christmas was to travel to North Carolina to be with my grandparents and my other aunts, uncles, and cousins who live there. And we would make lots of Greek food because my family is Greek. And we would have that for our Christmas meal. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Greek stuffing. You know how on Thanksgiving a lot of times people eat stuffing? We had it at our Thanksgiving feast. Well, Greek stuffing is different than the stuffing that you would have at Thanksgiving. And notice that this is Christmas. This is not Thanksgiving. So Greek stuffing has rice. It has ground beef, like you would see in a hamburger or a meatball. And it has golden raisins. And it has spices. And I don't know if that sounds good to you, but we really like it, and I think it is delicious. And we actually have Greek stuffing at other times during the year too, not just on holidays, kind of like how people have stuffing at Thanksgiving, usually just on Thanksgiving. We have this more often than just on holidays, but this is one of my favorite meals to eat at holidays. So when you're doing this with your family, I want you to have at least 3 sentences, okay? And I have 4, but you need at least 3. And remember to use uppercase letters and end marks. And share about something special your family, and that family is those groups, the group of people who take care of you and who you take care of and who live with you. And tell about a celebration that you and your family have and the traditions or those things that you do over and over again each year to make that holiday special.